We're going to talk a lot about boundaries in the upcoming months. We're going to talk a lot about how to shift your identity from somebody that doesn't hold boundaries and thinks that boundaries are wrong and bad and mean into somebody that is a boundary-rooted woman. A woman that stands her ground and sticks up for herself. Welcome to Empowered Now. I'm Colette Kati. Here we talk about real confidence, the kind that comes from trusting yourself, honoring your needs, and living with intention. Let's begin. Hello, besties. It's so good to see you. Well, I'm not technically seeing you, but I'm so glad you're here. I'm glad that your aura is here, that your energy is here, that you are tuning in to connect back to yourself. This is what we do here. It's the freaking best thing ever. So I'm glad that you're here. Thank you for being here. This is why I do what I do, because of you. Because you keep showing up wanting to connect back to yourself. That's why you come here. Because something that I'm saying, something that I say in these podcasts resonates with the part of your soul that is like, yes, that is the woman that I am. That is the person that I want to be. That is truth to me. So I'm glad you're here because we're going to talk about some very true things today. This is going to be a short and quick episode. I'm currently in the process of, just came off of, not yet, but by the time this goes up, I will have completed the Rooted Reset Idaho event. This has been a long time coming and I'm so excited. I will have so many more things to unpack with you about that event on the next episode when I'm here. And got a lot of things in the works, like in the last half of the year. Ooh, I'm so excited about. Like, do you ever have those projects that just feel so exciting to you, that light you up? Like, oh, this is gonna be awesome. I can't wait to do it. Because I've had those projects in the past, like putting on events and doing the podcast, that feel like there's something on my heart that I'm like, I really want to do that, but it also scares me. Well, I feel like I've turned this corner to where the next project that I have going on that I know is going to stretch and grow me, it is already lighting me up. Like, I'm so excited to get back in my creative space and start creating this next thing. So, can't wait to reveal it to you. Can't wait to show you and have you be a part of it, because I know a lot of the things that I've been doing lately have been in person and private coaching. And so it doesn't offer a lot to all of you. So if you're somebody that's like, I live across the world and I live in New York and I can't travel to Idaho for this event or whatever it is. Because I do have a lot of clients that are like, dang it, I can't come, but I want to be there. I have something for you. It's coming. It's going to be here very soon. So stay tuned, keep following me, follow my email list on my website, ColetteKati.com, for the first to know when all of this is happening. So, but you will be made aware when it is time. What is on my heart is just, I've got this fire in me that just needs to be unleashed. So let's unleash the beast a little bit today. Boundaries. I talk about boundaries a lot, but I want to talk about an area of boundaries that we don't always talk about because we don't always think about it. And that is the internal oomph. This is a horrible way to say it. The internal oomph that you need to be able to stand beside yourself as you are learning to set boundaries. It is an energy. And it's one of those things, it's like, what comes first, the chicken or the egg? You have to learn to be uncomfortable while you're setting boundaries and speaking up for yourself to gain some of that comfort in the discomfort so that you can have more confidence to be able to do it firmly. A lot of people, they think, I can't set boundaries. That's too uncomfortable. Like, it doesn't feel right. It's not going to feel right, especially if you are used to self-abandoning, used to letting people walk all over you, whatever it is, the scenario. When you're used to that, it doesn't feel right. It feels wrong. You're going to feel guilty. That's another thing. We talked about guilt last week. You're going to feel guilty when you start speaking up for yourself and when you start being unapologetic about who you are, what you need, and all of the things. So this energy of somebody that steps into setting boundaries is who you are. You can hear my children. It is summertime and they are home, so you might hear them quite often. But so I'm kind of fired up today because I feel like there's been a couple interactions online and even with people in my life that I'm like, okay, this is just reminding me that self-validation is not easy. It's uncomfortable. My go-to pattern is like, no, it's fine. We just keep the peace, because I'm a 9 in the Enneagram. So my core desire is peace. Like I just really want everybody to be happy and we're all going to get along and nothing's wrong, right? Are we good? Is everyone okay? And it's not always going to be that way. But what I've traded in my people pleasing to get peace, because that's what my pattern was. I would people please in order to feel peace. What I'm trading in now, I'm trading in the people pleasing for peace. I'm just going to have it. I'm not going to go in a roundabout way to somebody else to make them happy, to please all of the people and to make sure they understand me and that they get me in order to have peace. I'm just going to go straight to peace. How are we going to do that? Well, I don't know. Who was that? That was like a thought bubble. Did you guys hear it? Maybe that's just something that I heard. I don't know. I think it was my computer because I didn't put it on silent, but it was meant to be. That was the thought bubble of like, aha, this is the moment. We are going to learn something amazing. Okay. So this is not an easy thing to do. It's not easy to shift from the energy and the pattern of people pleasing and allowing others to kind of take precedence over you and your needs into, you know what, my needs are the most important. I know that when I show up for myself and I'm taking care of myself, that I am showing up more fully myself in the world, and it's actually better for everyone in the long run when I do that. Making that shift is not easy. It's going to be uncomfortable, and I know I already said that, but that's why you've got to give yourself a lot of grace as you move into this energy of being unapologetic about who you are and what you need. So I'm just going to bring up one piece of this today because we're going to go deeper. We're going to talk a lot about boundaries in the upcoming months. We're going to talk a lot about how to shift your identity from somebody that doesn't hold boundaries and thinks that boundaries are wrong and bad and mean into somebody that is a boundary-rooted woman. A woman that stands her ground and sticks up for herself, not out of anger, not even in a pushy way, but just in a, this is who I am. No apologies. Truly unapologetic and grounded in who you are. That is where we're going. So if you don't feel like you're there yet, stay with me. Stick around, because that is who you are and that is who is waiting for you. And I tell you, the person on the other side in that state of groundedness who gets herself so deeply, she doesn't need anybody to tell her she's doing okay, because she already knows it. She doesn't need anybody to tell her that her feelings matter, because she already knows it. She doesn't need anybody to tell her that she can do it, because she already knows it and she's already on her way. This is the rooted woman that you are. So stick around. So I'm just going to give you one piece of this today. The Kati method. We're going to be breaking this down and how the Kati method helps you step into being a rooted woman. I'm going to give you tools and tricks for each piece of it. Just stay with me, okay? We're going there. So there's 3 areas of your life that I want you to focus on for this episode. And what we're going to do is you're going to come up with 3 non-negotiables for these 3 areas of your life. So I love using non-negotiables, because if you are like me and you're just used to like You just give up your time, your energy. You just make sure everybody else is okay before you are okay. Well, we're going to shift that. It's time to start prioritizing your needs over what everybody else is doing and what everybody else wants. So 3 areas of your life. We're going to take your mind, your body, and your soul or your spiritual realm, like, because that is a thing. We got to take care of that part of ourselves too. Not religious, guys. We're not going there, but your soul needs some love. Okay. So we're going to take those 3 areas: mind, body, soul. And in these 3 areas, I want you to come up with 3 non-negotiables. 1 non-negotiable for each area of your life. So I'll just give you an example of a non-negotiable that I started to develop for myself was, I would wake up every morning and I would just instantly, I don't know if any of you, and tell me if you feel this or have felt this before, but I just wake up, and it still happens to me sometimes, but I have my non-negotiables, so I'm able to combat it a little bit more. But I wake up and I'm already like, whew, I'm anxious. I feel anxiety. My head starts racing of all the things, the to-do list, all the things that I didn't get done the day before, all the things that have to get done. Oh, and my business and what I'm growing my business. And oh my gosh, the brain and the body are just in chaos. First thing in the morning. Love that for me. That's why I think coffee would not be a good idea for me. Oh, okay. I didn't have any today. I did have a matcha though. That might explain my energy. But anyways, so non-negotiable. I recognized I was already hitting the ground running. What I would do, I would feel anxious, and then I would, okay, well, I got to get up. I got to go wake up the kids for school. I've got to go make breakfast now. And now I've got to hurry and get ready because I have this appointment, or I have this, thing that I said yes to that I meant to say no to, but I don't know how to say no. So I said yes to it and it's fine. And then I've got to go do this. And it's like have you been there? Are you with me? Making your whole day packed with all this stuff, and not once did I take a second for myself to breathe or even fix myself breakfast. Moms, have you ever done that? Like, you're rushing and making your kids breakfast, and literally what you eat for breakfast is your kids' leftovers, or not even that. Maybe you don't even get it. Maybe you don't even get breakfast, and maybe you grab like a candy bar at the gas station on your way to your appointment because you recognize you're hangry and you're going to fall apart. And so you grab, whatever is there. This is not the actions of a rooted woman, my love. You got to take care of yourself, okay? And I guess I should say, sometimes a rooted woman does do that, but she does it with intention. Like, you know what? I'm having a busy day and I recognize I didn't do my things for myself. It's okay. I'm going to be with myself with that, and I'm going to make that commitment to myself to try again tomorrow because I matter. I matter. That's what this is about. We don't need somebody else to tell us that we matter and that we are amazing, because we already know it. If I'm a woman who knows her worth, and I might not be it right now, I might not believe it yet, but if I was a woman that knew her worth, what would I do? How would I take care of myself? How would I show up for myself? And you start doing the things, okay? It's like okay, you know what? I'm going to talk about that later. We're not going to talk about that today. But if I were that woman, what would I do for myself? What would be my non-negotiable? So what I did was I developed a habit for myself where every morning I would sit for 5 minutes in meditation, just listening. Sometimes I would have music on if it felt comforting to have music on. Sometimes I would just be in silence, but I would allow myself at least 5 minutes to be in meditation and be grounded and listen. That's one of my favorite meditations, is just to listen to God or the universe or higher power or source or intuition, whatever you want to call it or whatever you want to listen for. It's just, I'm here and I'm present and I'm listening. What do you have for me? And that was what I started with. I've since developed that morning routine to be a little bit more robust because I just love it so much. It feels so good. So I give myself even more time now to write and to listen and to be. And that was the beginning of my non-negotiables. I told myself first thing in the morning, I'm the first one that matters. So what do I need to do? Even if I've only got 5 minutes for myself, to give myself this non-negotiable time to connect to myself and my higher power and my intention for the day, then what's the next right thing for me to do? Then I can go about my day. But now I'm more intentional about it. What is another second non-negotiable I started doing for myself? Excuse me. The next non-negotiable that I started doing for myself was, what does my body need? What does my body need? Well, I do need to eat. So what if I focus on that first meal of the day is a good breakfast? And sometimes we don't always have all the time we want, but we can make healthy, nutritious, quick options for ourselves as well. It matters. Our body is important. How is my nervous system? If I can recognize I'm in anxiety right away, what can I do to lower that anxiety, to lower the cortisol that's happening in my body by slowing down, taking a breath, maybe setting my alarm a little earlier or saying no to that first thing of the day so that I can give myself more time? What is it? The third one, what does my soul need? Okay. And I guess meditation for me was kind of mind and soul. It was kind of a mix. But I think one really, really important one that I learned to do for my soul, and I guess it would kind of be mindset too, is I learned to speak kinder to myself. Because I would start running and going throughout the day and realizing I have been picking myself apart, looking in the mirror, picking myself apart. I have been shaming myself, telling myself I'm not doing enough, I'm not getting enough done. And by the way, that inner critic is so mean. And that's one, I'm going to do another episode about that, because when I went through the intake forms for the Idaho event, every single woman had guilt, and every single woman's inner critic was, I have to do more. I'm not getting enough done. I have to push harder. I'm not even joking, you guys. I was blown away. I was like, oh my gosh, we all are doing this to ourselves. Guilt and talking down to ourselves. I know we've even talked about it, but we got to do another episode because it's happening. It's just going to keep happening. It's like we're hardwired for guilt and self-loathing. It's just in there. It's just part of who we are. But it's not who we are. It is a pattern that we have created through whatever, society, growing up, pattern, whatever it is. It's a pattern that we've created, and it can be witnessed and healed and rewired. We're going to go there too. So, like I said, stay with me, but I want you to think about your 3 non-negotiables. And we've got to treat yourself like you are a queen. These are important. These are more important than everybody else in your home. It's more important than your job, your boss, everything else. 3 non-negotiables. I want you to pick 3 things that you're going to do, that you're going to implement in every single day. You've got to have these every single day, because if it's like, oh, my non-negotiable is like once a month, I'm going to do this thing. No, we're picking daily non-negotiables for yourself. One for your mind, one for your body, and at least one for your soul. What do you need? Give her what she needs, honey. She's tired. She's tired of being ignored, and she's tired of being neglected. Listen to her. What does she need? Just 3. That's all we're going to do. We're just going to start with 3 simple things. They don't have to take a long time. And I want you to tell yourself, I am willing to give myself these 3 non-negotiables every single day. And just try it. Let's just try it for a week. And then we'll try it for another one. And if we have to reevaluate the non-negotiables because they're not really fitting, or they're not feeling right, or there's something that's bigger that feels better, let's do it. Do you hear it? That's the magic wand saying, yes, we shall do it. Listen, I care about you, honey, and I'm here for you. So pick those 3 non-negotiables. If you have them and you are watching this on YouTube, please comment. I would love to know. Or DM me on Instagram. I want to hear what your 3 non-negotiables for yourself are going to be for the next month. What's today? We're in the middle of June. End of June. No, middle of June. We're in middle of June. June 15th. Pick what they are and commit to yourself. Even for 1 week, I'm going to do these 3 non-negotiables. And if you forget or you fail, what are you going to do? We're not judging ourselves. No. Judgment, releasing it, is a non-negotiable from now on, okay? That's not even a question. Judgment, when she shows up, okay, I see that you're judging yourself. How can I offer myself a little bit more grace? It's okay. It's okay if you mess up. You just get back on. That's why I love the saying, one of the slogans from recovery groups, Alcoholics Anonymous, I think it is. Just for today. Just for today. If you mess up, 24 hours. It's a new day. You're good. You're golden. You're starting fresh. Non-negotiables. Let's begin again. You've got this, and I care about you, and I love you, and that's why I'm here for you. So please tell me what they are and tell me how this process goes for you, because that's the beginning of coming home to yourself. We're not here for self-abandonment anymore. You matter. No apologies for who you are. I am so full of fire for you right now. Just need you to know how amazing you are. And you've got to be the first one to start treating yourself that way. Everybody will fall in line. Don't worry. But you've got to be the first one. Okay, honey, I've got your back. I will see you next time. Have a lovely week as you are stepping into giving yourself that juiciness that you need. All right. I love you. I'll see you next week. Bye. If the show has been meaningful for you, leaving a quick rating or review helps us reach those who need it most. Thank you for being here. See you next time.